Hello there, and welcome to episode, what are we, 23, 24 now? Of Ilum
Lost
Radio.
track.
Yeah, no, lost track. It's been a while.
Well, we will know post when we edit this and make the title,
Yeah,
for
it's,
sure.
it's, we're recording a little bit late. It is
Yes.
December
We're also
5th.
wa- we're also way overdue for this episode,
We are.
so might as well, right? Better late than never, right?
This is true. We're talking several things today. Main subject tonight is the season finale of Andor, but we do have some
That's right.
Star Wars news. That's
Do
been
have some
happening.
Star Wars news. What do you want to bring up first?
Probably the oldest one and the one you have the most energy for, Daisy Ridley, like hanging out in
Yeah.
Lucasfilms.
Ah, what the hell? Okay, for context, for those who don't follow Daisy Ridley on Instagram, because this is where it all originated from.
Mm-hmm.
A few days ago, Daisy Ridley posted a very cryptic image of a Yoda statue in what looks like Lucasfilm, and it was confirmed to be Lucasfilm because she later posted that, "Oh, don't worry about that picture of Lucasfilm. That was only a lunch thing. No big deal."
Sure.
Daisy, why would you be at Lucasfilm? Like, I don't know, San Francisco for no reason. Like, we all know that a, another Star Wars film in development, and it's rumored to take place post sequels, and they really just happened to be at Lucasfilm, and yeah.
And does she
Ewan
go to...
McGregor has lied to us before.
This
I
is
don't
true.
trust
Yeah,
him.
that's true. You're right. I forgot about that. He has.
Like, Ewan's like, whoa, there's not going to be another Obi-Wan. I'm not returning as Obi-Wan. What are you talking about? I love Obi-Wan, but why would I come back? Energy. No? Like, come on, y'all.
So whatever the...
Also, apparently, according to my friends, this is not the only time she has had lunch with Kathleen Kennedy at Lucasfilm. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah, I did not even know that, so.
So here's my thing. One, this is awesome, because it means several things. Actually, one main thing, which could be sequel trilogy content. Kathleen Kennedy, as we've said many times in our first episode, too, that she was going forward with sequel trilogy era.
So, we desperately need more sequel trilogy content other than comic content and Lego Star Wars, because that's literally all we've gotten the past few years now, sequel trilogy wise, because we've mostly gotten Lego Star Wars content and comic content from sequel stuff. A few books sprinkled here and there, but people don't pay attention to those much. Like,
Fair.
people want
Same.
to pay attention to the shows and the films, and that's like the main attraction type thing. Like, yeah, it's
I agree.
crazy.
So it could be one of three things related to sequel trilogy. Either one I'd be happy with. Animated sequel trilogy content.
I have a few opinions about that, but I think it's the rumored Damon Lindelof film that's being in development that's rumored to take place.
Right, it could be that,
Like I mentioned before.
or it could also be a live action series, much like Andor.
I can see, yeah, a live action series I can also see. Animated stuff I'm still iffy about because of how Resistance like how people saw Resistance and how people didn't really like Resistance as much as, say, Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Resistance show was like for kids, and it was clearly for kids, like, and it was animated differently too. And some people didn't really like that, and I understand that because people are more used to like the animation style of Rebels and the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as we've seen, I mean, if they wanted to do like an animated sequel trilogy or a sequel era animated show, I can see them doing that in the Bad Batch style
Ooh,
/ Clone Wars seasons, because Also, Tales of the Jedi. It's all animated. Like it's all like the same animation style now. Like Tales of the Jedi, Clone Wars Season 7, Bad Batch, and Bad Batch Season 2. All the same animation style. And I think that's the new like Lucasfilm animation style now that I think they're going to stick with,
Right.
which I'm happy about because that I love that animation style.
Same, I agree.
Like first favorite next to like the Rebels like animation style, my opinion. Yeah, I might be a little biased on that because I did really get into the Clone Wars during like the height of like the Season 7 hype, so yeah. But yeah, if they wanted to do an animated show, I can see them doing that in the that new animation style that Lucasfilm Animation has been doing. I can also see them, because if like they're bringing back Daisy, if they're bringing back Daisy Ridley, then I can
big if still.
If
Yep.
Then it's 100% going to be live action. They're bringing Daisy Ridley in this because I mean they got Helen Sadler who voices Rey in Lego Star Wars and Forces of Destiny. So even if Daisy Ridley doesn't want to join the animated show, like Helen Sadler can just fill in that role because she already voices Rey in those things. So, now, but if they're bringing Daisy Ridley in, it has to be live action. So.
Now, is there a possibility that they're bringing her in for something that's live action, but that's not Star Wars related, but in that Lucasfilm umbrella? I just had to throw it in there. I had to play devil's advocate.
I mean, it's too late to be Indiana Jones unless they're making Indiana Jones 6.
Or another season.
But it's too early
maybe.
Because Indiana Jones 5 is not out yet. So, and there's also Willow, but I haven't seen Willow, so I can't really speak much about Willow. I don't even know. I've never even seen the original. Don't yell at me, but I need to educate myself in the Willow lore more, but I don't know. Because she took a picture of the Yoda statue, everyone immediately thought it was like another Star Wars project hint.
Right.
So I don't know.
I mean, personally, I would love to see more sequel content. I would love because
me too.
Oscar Isaac said he would not be opposed to doing Poe Dameron again.
Just like John Boyega too.
So
they're all in for it. I think Adam Driver also expressed interest, even though Ben Solo's dead. Spoiler alert. But I mean, flashbacks.
I mean, Force Ghost or possibly.
And I can see
Kylo Ren clone, maybe.
No, they wouldn't go there.
Would they? Would they? I mean, come on.
No. I can either see flashback or Ben Solo like Force Ghost guiding Rey through whatever she's going through, like Jedi wise, training wise. So I don't know. I mean, okay. I'm gonna go back to Lego Star Wars, like the latest one, like. We've seen the idea of a Lego Ben Solo showing up when Rey sees, like, Force ghosts of Luke, Leia, Obi-Wan, Anakin, all those characters.
Yeah.
So that's not out of the realm of possibilities there. So
very, very fair. Very, very fair.
So it is possible for Ben Solo to be a Force ghost. I mean, we've seen it in Lego Star Wars, and it's semi-canon adjacent, so take that with a grain of salt.
It would be dope to see like what they kind of mentioned in the summer vacation, where she's looking for like old Jedi temple stuff.
Yeah.
Finn is looking for more Force-sensitive people, and Poe's like rebuilding the squadron.
I can see that whole resistance side of things, and like maybe Daisy Ridley making like a one episode, like kind of like Luke in Mandalorian or Book of Boba Fett, like just have an episode just centered on them, and then the rest on like the resistance. Because we kind of do know a little bit about. I mean, we've seen a lot of the resistance in like the Resistance show, but not a lot of people has seen that, so I don't know.
Right. What would
And
be
then there
dope?
is the Poe Dameron comics also.
Right. What would be dope would
Um,
be so we know Grogu is existing possibly somewhere in this world. Maybe. If he hasn't been killed prior
yes.
to the events of The Force Awakens.
Yeah, we don't know Grogu's fate.
It would be
Oh,
dope if Rey meets up with Grogu in
I
this
mean,
world and looks for other Jedi.
okay, I'm gonna bring in Bat 2 lore for a second because this is related. So at Disneyland specifically, Ando and Grogu like roam around Bat 2,
Yep.
as well as Boba Fett, but like even though they're both there, like even though both are there, it's not connected to the sequel storyline. So like Din and Boba can meet, and so can Fennec, because Fennec's also there. But the three of them cannot like interact with the sequel characters, because that will like mess up with the timeline and the story. So like it's canon at some point that Grogu, Mando, Boba, and Fennec have visited Bat 2 at some point in the timeline that isn't during the sequel trilogy.
Right. Hang on, let me make sure my dog doesn't.
So
I'm listening.
so Grogu would know about Bat 2,
He would.
right?
He would. That's right. He would.
Oh, so I mean that's possible. That's possible.
Yeah. I agree. He would know Batu if it's like somewhat canon adjacent, or if it's part of the.
I mean,
canon.
Batu, the whole land is canon. And,
Well, I mean, like them visiting there.
well, yeah, I think them on Batu is canon, like, but not during the story, like not during the, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
not during the sequel, like not during the storyline that takes place between 8 and 9. So, I mean, who knows when at one point Grogu, Din, Boba, and Fennec all go to Batu. Maybe it's all post Mando season 3. I don't know.
It'd be cool if they actually did show us in like in season 3.
Oh, bro,
them
bro.
going there.
I mean, they have the whole land and stuff. They can close it down and just film there secretly. Can do that, so.
In other pretty dope news that we got going on, especially for today, this just dropped today as of December 5th. Jedi Survivor has a release date of March. Oh, fudge! I just had it right in front of me.
March.
Hang on, Jedi Survivor. March 15th. There we go. March 15th.
March 15th.
Jedi Survivor is going to drop, and we got a whole lot of dope.
We're gonna be busy for the first 3 months of the new year. Oh my god.
It will be pretty.
Wait, hold on. Mando season 3. When is that coming out?
Mando season 3.
It's in March also. March 1st.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, and Jedi Survivor comes out when?
March 15th.
15 days after Mando season 3.
You don't think they're gonna have stuff related, do you?
No, there's no way. We suspected the same thing because of Obi-Wan and Jedi Survivor taking place around this, or Fallen Order taking place around the same time. Jedi Survivor is during the events of Andor, if I'm not or not during the events of Andor, during the events of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
So I think we established that a long time ago when we were talking about the Obi-Wan series. I mean, it could connect with Obi-Wan, but I don't think it would connect with Mando because it's way too far in the timeline.
It is. I agree. And like
Unless,
Obi-Wan
like,
does make more sense for that time frame.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, like, I mean, we've gotten an Ahsoka mention, but we don't know if Cal Kestis lives or not. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I don't want to go down that rabbit hole now. But yeah, it's too early to speculate.
Mm-hmm. It's coming out on, I think, all the platforms. I think it's coming out PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. I think.
Aw, dang it! I only have the Switch, for the current gen console.
Let's find out. Actually, let me look.
Please, oh my god. If it's coming out on the Switch, I'm going to be so happy.
Platforms. For those of you wondering, yes, I just got to work very, very late tonight and didn't have a chance to research it, but we'll go. Come on.
Not say on the website?
Expected to launch in 2023 for a PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. No.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah, no Switch, unfortunately. But do you have like a powerful PC-ish or
no? No. Fortunately, no.
Yeah, sorry, no.
It's okay. I'll look up the YouTube. I'll look up the YouTube cutscenes and gameplay footage.
Or perhaps, since it is dropping on PC, you let us know if you want us to do this, friends. I could stream it on our Ilum Radio channel.
Can do that. You're right, and I can watch.
Yeah. So it's up to. I mean, if you guys want to see that, let us know in the comments below. If you want to see us stream, I'll pick a good night for streaming that I can just dedicate to that.
Or if we can dedicate ourselves, do it like day one.
That too.
Like, we can both react to it blindly, I guess.
Yeah, hang on, March 1st, right?
I mean, I can take that day off easily.
Oh no, March 15th is a Wednesday.
Or no, yeah, March 15th. Yeah, I can take March 15th off and just.
It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Just play it all day.
Oh yeah.
So guys, if you want to see that,
or maybe we can make like a Twitch for Ilum Radio stuff.
That too. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. Or we can stream to both at the same time, so we can get more viewers. I mean, we can do that with StreamYard, so.
We could. But if you guys want to see us stream this bad boy on Ilum Radio, let us know. If you just want to stream us in general, let us know. Look in the comments below. Let us know on our Twitter at Ilum Radio. And Instagram, why not? Send us a message at Ilum Radio if you want to see us stream Jedi Survivor. I'll gladly, if we get enough comments, and by enough comments I mean 4, I'll gladly take that day off so we can stream the.
Same. I will happily react to it with you.
Yep, and we'll do this.
That sounds really exciting, actually. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
And I think we're getting a trailer on the 8th, right?
Gameplay footage, I think, during the Game Awards.
That's right. Game Awards is Thursday. Yeah.
I don't know. I think we might be also because we've only gotten a teaser trailer.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
Can see both, gameplay and a trailer also. Oh, the poster. Did you save that poster?
I did.
Yeah, let's show the poster for the YouTube viewers.
Let me pull it up real quick.
Looks so good.
It does. Hang on. Jedi Survivor. God, it's so dope. Let me see if I can pull it up in an easy way without ruining stuff. I think I might pull it over your face, actually.
It's fine.
Come on, there it is. Huzzah.
Too small.
I know.
And okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Look at that. And we have a little baby one.
Oh, so good.
It does.
My god.
It does.
Cal Kestis is 7 o'clock. Shadow right there.
Right?
Mwah.
He looks manly as hell.
My god.
Look at him.
Looks older. Oh my god. how many years after the first game? Like 5?
Yeah, 5 years.
That's a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like the same lightsaber too that he had before.
I believe you are correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the same one. Oh, and there's the ship in the back underneath his lightsaber.
Oh yeah, BD1 also.
Yep.
Wonder where he is.
A messed up Zepho, maybe? I don't know. Looks like he could be on Zepho.
Maybe.
And his costume
Dathomir? No, that's too. That doesn't look like Dathomir. No. Why do you go back to Dathomir? That would be weird. I mean, Marin maybe? I don't know. Marin okay? Oh my god.
Hope so.
Too many questions. I guess we'll find out in 2 days when we see gameplay. And maybe a trailer. I think we'll see. I think we'll get both for sure. I don't know. What are your comments on that other than...
So I remember the first one being very hard to play, but still fun. I'm looking forward to the gameplay just because, you know, see if anything has changed from the first game. But we will see.
I mean, the only difference will probably be like the Unreal Engine 5 graphics.
There's that too, yeah. I feel weird that I'm going to be playing it on my PC rather than the PlayStation 5, but considering that's the fastest way I can get it and the best way I can get it, you know, huzzah.
We don't have a PlayStation 5?
No, unfortunately, I do not.
Oh.
But
I'm in the same boat, so...
Yeah. But it's released. They're releasing it on PC, so that makes me happy because I can play it
good.
At least. But I am excited, but I'm cautiously optimistic because I'm always worried about sequels when it comes to almost anything, and that's with like movies or games. So even though we're waiting for this, or I've been waiting for this, we all been waiting for this since the announcement. How could it's EA still, you know, at the end of the day. And and then I know they're releasing like different types of packages for reserving the game, different kind of costumes or skins for like BD1. One of which is like an R2D2 like skin.
Really?
Yeah. So he just looks like BD1. Looks like they spray painted him like an R2D2.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
No BB-8 representation or
just R2. And
I mean, timeline-wise, it doesn't make sense, I guess, yet. So.
But again, very, very cautiously optimistic about this project.
I will keep my judgment until I see like gameplay in a trailer. Then I will probably judge. Until then, excited.
Yep.
I have several friends who cosplay from this game series, and I am very excited for their reactions as well. So. Same. I actually have a local member working on a Cal Kestis, which is very exciting. Nice. So them working on Cal Kestis right now is being paid off right now because of this new game. Yeah. So yay!
Yeah.
Which will probably mean more recognition, which is really exciting. Also,
it shocks me that not many people know about what Cal Kestis like at all. Sometimes, unless you're like really into Star Wars. Because it was a popular game, I guess, mostly amongst us, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, yeah, it is more adult than, you know, other Star Wars games, I guess you can say.
Although, only Star Wars nerds know who Revan is.
Yeah.
You know, not many, like, fans outside of the games know who Revan is. So, it makes sense. But... broken record. I cautiously optimistic. It doesn't mean I'm not going to buy it and play it on game day. And again, if you guys want to stream it that day on Wednesday, all day, let us know. Comments if you want to see it. We'll do it. I'll take the time off. And 9 a.m. whenever we want to start it, we'll start it and go through the whole day playing it. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But to the main subject of tonight.
That's the actual main subject of this thing, and it's not just Star Wars news.
It's not Star Wars news. Last episode of Andor, episode 12.
Oh my lord. Yep.
Oof.
Episode of the season, might I add.
Yep. So let's
Let's break this down.
let's get into it.
Just get into it.
So I did like we finally saw the scene from the trailer with like Deidre and the like
Yes.
Death Troopers.
Finally. I was wondering when the Death Troopers were going to show up, and lo and behold, it was the season finale, as always.
Looking back at the trailer, they did give us everything in those trailers, pretty much.
They really did.
Us
yeah.
realizing it.
They really did.
But yeah, she finally shows up like on Ferrix, and it's like kind of starts building things, and you know she looks like a G, like showing up with the Death Troopers behind her.
Oh yeah.
And they're here looking for Andor because they know he's gonna show up because of the mom's funeral, which is like effed up.
Yeah, Mira's funeral.
Yep. I don't want to be alone. I want Marva.
Marva, not Mira. Why did I say Mira? I guess I was mixing up Deidre's name and Marva's name. Combining them.
There you go.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, this episode like starts off very dark because we have like a dude building a
Grim.
bomb at the beginning of it, pretty much.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like I know he's the son of the junkyard. Of course, I forget his name, but the guy who was running the junkyard with
Yeah.
Biggs. But yeah,
Was it confirmed that he died?
I'm pretty sure we know he
Or-
did. I hate to say it.
Yeah. I think he died off screen like a Marva,
Yeah, same.
unfortunately.
But yeah, it starts off with like bombs being made. What else? Like, so I'm a little sad we didn't see this kind of turn into something, but I know we're probably gonna see it in season 2. But Mon Mothma is basically blaming Perrin or setting up Perrin to be the reason why like their mom disappeared.
We also all kind of called that the taxi driver would be working with the Empire.
Yeah, we kind of figured that.
We all kind of figured that out pretty quickly. There was a lot of focus on that dude when Mon Mothma was talking with people, especially in Luthen's like store.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was very oddly suspicious and oddly sus, and I was right. So I was very glad that my suspicions were true.
Yep.
So
It's clever though, because like they told us about a problem that he had that we didn't necessarily need to see, but now we know he had it. Basically, he's a compulsive gambler, and she's blaming him. And and they reference
Canto Bight,
Yep,
which explains why the aliens from Canto Bight was at Mon Mothma's party.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, the little details. It makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
And
Perrin
it just occurred to me, like, people on Canto Bight align themselves with like the First Order in the sequel era.
Yeah.
I wonder if like people on Canto Bight align themselves with the Empire, and like Perrin was also one of those people.
Oh, I am sure they do, because like in the sequel trilogy,
yeah.
there were like weapons, or at least one of them was a weapons manufacturer.
Yes. Master Codebreaker was one of them.
Yep. So they're obviously they're still in bed with like
Master
this force.
Codebreaker though. Sorry, I'm like season 2. Master Codebreaker is involved somehow.
Don't
Just
don't hurt yourself. Don't do it yet. No.
I know a lot of people hate Canto Bight, but like imagine like the callbacks to like those characters from like the sequels. Like it'll be so funny. Then again, like I said, we literally had aliens from Canto Bight that people have pointed out at Mon Mothma's party, and they're like the same aliens too, like the same characters.
Yep.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh.
Well, at this point in time, I think the Master Codebreaker would be like a little kid, though. Possibly.
I don't know. He looked pretty old.
With
the gray hair and everything.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So.
Yeah.
If he was like in his 40s-ish in that means he's probably in his 20s now, give or take. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. True. True. Um. So yeah, she's blaming Perrin for like her money issues, and it's like
Oh,
genius because it's like you fucked up before. I can blame this shit on you. And the ISB guys bought it. They freaking buy it because they're talking
yeah,
about it later. Um,
yeah. Oh,
but I do wish we got to see it play out because they just mention it and that's it. Like
my
I know
God.
it's going to be probably like a scene of contention in the second season, most likely.
Maybe.
But we don't get much more than that, basically.
So she doesn't meet Cassian this season because she's nowhere near meeting Cassian at this point.
That's true. That's true. Now, I know we're jumping ahead, but
Yes, we are.
is
I
it?
mean, we've already jumped ahead a lot,
We
so.
did. Is it only going up to a season 2?
I think so because like they confirmed season 2 is gonna time jump between like time periods
Okay.
up until like the events of Rogue One.
Okay. So that means, yeah, she's gonna meet
From what I've heard.
Cassian. Oof. I wonder how they're gonna write that because like this is pretty linear.
I wonder how this is all gonna play out in the second season. Like there's gonna be a lot of time jumps, and especially gonna jump ahead. I mean, do we want to talk about that post-credit scene because it's kind of related?
The
Or
post.
do we want to wait?
We'll wait for the post credit. We'll wait for the post.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll wait. Oh wait. Sorry, we're jumping ahead a lot. So.
Well, there's like a lot of shit that happens, and they said like that right, and we'll definitely jump ahead just like how it plays out. But the whole thing with like Lita and like
Yeah.
the arranged marriage, it's like how
Yeah.
how is
I'm
this gonna play out?
surprised she's. I'm surprised she's in for it. Like.
Well, they said she was like in for it because she was in for it because the traditions and whatnot. Like she was like
Well, I
studying
saw
that.
on Twitter that this symbolizes like death.
Oh yeah,
Like
the
the
way
outfit,
yeah.
the way it's like the way she's wearing it, and how like traditional Japanese like kimonos like are worn a certain way, and she's wearing all white, which symbolizes like death or something in that culture or something along those lines. Oh God, I hope that's not actually like a symbolism for
I
death,
wonder
but
if he's doing
they're all wearing blue.
and he has
Oh.
left over right, and she has right over left. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because Perrin has left over right.
So does Mon Mothma,
No, Mon Mothma
Right
has
over
right
left.
over left.
like
Just like
Lita.
Lita. So these two have like right over left, and then everyone in this scene has left over right. Huh.
Clothing symbolism.
That's interesting. I never. Huh.
Yeah. Look up like Japanese like kimono thingies, because I remember seeing on Twitter someone like saying that like symbolizes like death or something.
Hang on, let me pull it up.
Like
Kimono symbolism.
like Japanese kimono listed specifically. It's like the main inspiration. I'm glad we're going into this rabbit hole, but like I just remember people on Twitter talking about that. That's pretty cool. So
And many cuts later, Millie did find the thing. Let me pull it up over her face really quick. Can we talk about the Orientalism in Andor? The Chandrilian outfits are based on Japanese kimonos. Furthermore, the designers clearly didn't do the research because the right flap is only worn over the left flaps during funerals. So, obviously a critique about the whole thing, but judging by some of the stuff we're looking at, I think it's like what, her funeral procession, maybe? Like,
I hope this isn't foreshadowing someone's death.
I know, right?
That's my worry.
Right?
Oh God. We never see them again, like during Rogue One. Like we don't see them at all. So we don't know what happened to them. We don't
No.
know if the Empire takes them at some point because of Mon Mothma's like treason.
Right.
You know.
Her treason, her allegiance, whatever you want to call it.
I
But
don't know.
Yeah, it's and what's like it's interesting to me like how into it like Lita kind of
Yeah.
was. Like she was really into doing this, like hard, like really hard.
Mhm. Yep.
What was I gonna say? Da, 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 da. So what? Another thing I found interesting is like this is probably one of the first times, other than at the garrison, that I seen Val kind of nervous in this. Like,
Yeah. Oh my god.
look at her face here. She's actually nervous, man. Like,
Yeah, she really is.
but like, what's she nervous about? Is she nervous about killing Andor? Is she nervous about how this is all going to explode like a big powder keg?
I mean, there was a lot of explosions on Ferrix when that happened. That whole like riot.
But even prior to the riot, prior to everything,
Right.
she's like scared as hell, dude. Like she is like freaking out.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe she's afraid that she'll get the Empire will notice her being like out of place
Maybe.
and be like suspicious of her like being a part of the rumored rebellion that was brought up at the ISB place
Mhm.
because the ISB is suspicious and so was Deidre and that's why she's there, right?
Right.
So.
No, right. That's true.
It's possible
I did feel
that she's afraid of the Empire.
bad
much
that
as-
she arrives to Ferrix and like she wants to talk to Cinta, you know, like on an emotional
Oh yeah.
like level, and Cinta's like on mission. She's like, no, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. Like she's doing all this stuff, and like I just thought they're gonna kiss on screen, but I guess not. Like
No. I mean, it still further confirms that they're in a relationship.
it does, but like I just want to hear just just Star Wars nerds lose their shit. That
And the neckbeards.
exactly. I just wanted to see. I wanted to hear them lose their shit. That like two girls made out on Star Wars. Like this is not cool. You know.
It had that in Rise of Skywalker in the background, but not like full on screen. Like not between two main characters. No.
And they still bitched about it in the background. Like I still remember it being a thing a couple times.
True. Yeah.
Like oh, it was shoehorned in there. Sure. Okay. But politics aside. I just felt bad because like Cinta's like really on mission. She is ready to do what, and she shanks a dude. She shanked a dude.
She does. She just stabs him right there.
And it was like an intentional like just and just like lift up and like shank. Like she really, yeah, man, like shite, like shit. So did the music stop? It did. I don't know why. Hang on.
Did it? Oh.
And here it goes again. Let's go with this one.
How did that happen?
I didn't put loop.
Oh. That's gonna be awkward during post.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Well.
I have a lot of editing to do, so this probably won't premiere until like either Tuesday or Wednesday. Anywho.
Fair enough.
Anywho, we finally got to hear Nemec's manifesto.
Yes. Oh my god.
It took the entire season.
Also, hold on. Did you see the thing about Cassian having Nemec's manifesto in Rogue One on his jacket?
Yep, I saw that.
You have a picture of it?
I don't have a picture. I forgot about it until just
Let me
now.
find it. I just found it. I just found the picture when I was actually looking through my Twitter likes. I did come across that post. I did see it, so that's gonna take a little bit. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I will get that picture up for folks as soon as I find it. I know I did find it before, so. Sorry, Dave. Post-production. Sorry, editing Dave.
That's for future Dave to worry about. He's fine.
Yeah. While I'm trying to find that picture, can we talk about how Marver was originally said "fuck the Empire" instead of "fight the Empire"?
Yeah. I'm kind of glad that didn't happen at all, because it kind of would have.
Why?
What that she didn't say "fuck the Empire"?
Uh.
Yeah, because like I don't know. I feel like it would have taken away.
I mean, I guess it would have been a little too PG-13 for Star Wars. Maybe. I guess they really don't say the word on screen in Star Wars
at all. Yeah. Like, I mean, they said
like,
some.
They say like "dang Ferric" or those.
I mean, I get where the creators were coming from, like the writers for it and the director. Sure, I get it, but I just feel like it would have taken away from that scene a little bit, because it was a very, very powerful scene, especially like the funeral progression and like how they start. Like it's Diesel, but I don't know. I'm like really glad she didn't say "fuck the Empire." Like, I'm really glad she didn't say that.
I also want to, like, after seeing like introduction, I do want to see her background and like backstory and why she hates the Empire so much. Like, I don't think we got enough of Marvin. I feel like we didn't get enough of Marvin now because of that, and
I agree.
I feel like maybe in Bad Batch question mark we'll get an answer.
So
she's old enough to be around during that time.
Yeah. Like, we do know that when she picked up Andor, the Republic was still a thing, right? And we're assuming that she was separatist, possibly. That's what we're assuming. Because she wasn't doing, or not even separatist, just didn't feel like joining up with the Republic, because they probably wouldn't help her shit out, like on Ferrix, So maybe she's always been like against the man, or worked her way against the man like her whole time. Like that was like always her thing, like fight against the man. Like, who's oppressing us? Okay, that's who I'm going to fight. And maybe Ferrix. I'm assuming Ferrix is her homeworld. That's where she's from. That's where they're from originally. And she saw like.
I think Ferrix is her homeworld.
And she probably saw just what the Empire did to it. Like.
Yes.
It'd be like if someone moved into your neighborhood and just destroyed it. You're like, yo, I remember when my neighborhood was dope until these people came. Now we gotta get like rid of these assholes. So they brought like tyranny here and things. So I'm pretty sure for her.
Also, I sent you the link, the picture, / information regarding Nemik's manifesto.
And there it is. Look at that, people. Like, look at that.
It might look different. It might be a case.
It might be.
Like a different case, just a protection. And that's really sad thinking about that in context now, because we all didn't know what that was when Rogue One first came out. Obviously, like, oh god, when did Rogue One come out? 2016? How long was 2016?
Yes, 2016.
17, 18, 19. 6 years ago. Wow, that Rogue One came out 6 years ago. Wild.
So, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's it, and we finally got to hear it, and it was very inspiring, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Like, very, very, very inspiring.
I'm sure it is inspiring. Yeah. Definitely is inspiring to Cassian.
Yeah, big time. But yeah, like, going back to Marva, and I'm glad she didn't say "fuck the Empire." I'm just gonna say that. I'm glad she didn't say it. I felt like it would have kind of like taken away from the entire season or series.
Would have definitely caught me off guard if she said "fuck the Empire."
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In the episode. Or everyone's,
Because I'm sure everyone would have been like, "What?" And we wanted to hear like what she said. Like, did she really say that? She really did say that. Holy crap!
That probably would have broke the internet, to be quite honest. Like her saying that one line. Then again, remember Andor episode 1 when like the lieutenant guy like said shit for the first time in Star Wars? Like Twitter freaked out. It would be on that level, but even like higher. I feel like. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Hang on, let me see what a scene is really quick. I'll edit this out. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's that. All right. So I guess let's get into like the nitty gritty of the whole thing, because everyone arrives now. Everyone's on this fucking planet. We have
Yeah.
like Luthen
The
shows
whole
up.
squad.
Yeah, Luthen shows up.
And
Cyril showed up with the sergeant. Like everyone's there, for Cassian.
in disguise. The Cyril and the sergeant were in disguise.
Yep. And like Nurchi, he gives up Cassian to the undercover ISB guy at the restaurant or at the bar, whatever you want to call it. And it just is getting thick.
Yep.
So she has her.
Shit goes from 0 to 100 real quick in this scene. So.
Yeah, because here's like this scene right here with like Marva talking is tension building. And it's kind of sad because it's B2 emo doing the thing. And
Did you emo record that live? Was he there when he recorded Marva?
Yeah.
Even though he knew Marva was probably going to die at some point, and he didn't believe it, obviously, when she actually did it eventually. Which
goes to show, it makes me sad too. It goes to show how almost human the droids are, because
yeah.
it's basically denial. He has denial. No, she's not dead. She'll be back. I will stay here just in case. And poor little B2 emo, that's like a pet. If you're your dog would be like that. Oh, mom's coming home. She'll be back soon. And it's the same thing. And it's sad, really sad. And then this all happens, and the cocksucker freaking Imperial officer kicks over B2 emo.
I mean, valid, because then seconds afterwards, I forget his name. I'm ashamed that I forget his name, but he's a main character. He whacks him with the brick, with Marva's brick, mind you.
Yeah. Bricks him in the face and does that roar. Ah!
For real though.
I know I'm jumping ahead with it, but I just love the Spartan kick in the tower. This is Ferrix, and just
it's Ferrix. My thoughts exactly.
Bro. I was
honestly expecting him to shoot him, but no, he just Spartan kicked him.
I thought he was gonna clock him in the face with a hammer, or at least chuck it at him like a tomahawk. But no, he just Spartan kicks him off the freaking thing, and stuff is just going everywhere, man.
Yeah.
One of the scenes I love the most is Bix being found by Andor, all
Oh yeah, Bix. I forgot about Bix.
Yeah.
Poor Bix.
Well, the scene what I liked about it, I like is just a bad word. Interesting about the scene is Bix is paralyzed with fear on the ground, and she says a line, Don't take me out. They'll get angry. She's just a little kid. Whatever the thing they did to her with those beings dying, fucked her up basically, and she doesn't want to leave now, and Cassian has to get her out. And then that bomb goes off that the kid was building, and stormtroopers are firing at will, and they actually fucking hit people, and it's terrifying. Very terrifying. And I mean, there's that one guy with the I guess the pole mounted one. He's hitting people left and right, and they're flying everywhere. It's fuck, this is getting nuts.
People of Ferrix were also punching the Imperials violently.
Okay, so here's one thing I want to point out. I didn't look on Twitter at all to see if anyone lost their shit, but Brasso, that's the name of the guy that bricks.
Brasso.
That one.
Yes, thank you.
The officer. He literally headbutted a stormtrooper.
Yes.
Like he
Oh
just
my god.
and he like knocked him the fuck out. Where was the
Dude.
like anger? Because Tala slapped a stormtrooper, everyone lost their shit. Like, oh, he's wearing armor. The slap shouldn't have done nothing.
Okay, but Boba Fett literally breaking a stormtrooper's helmet in in like Ando when we first met, Boba Fett, and he whacked a stormtrooper and parts of his like shattered.
Yep.
That's how like was his head not like broken by the impact of the armor? You know what I mean? Like.
Big tough strong.
How
dude.
strong is Brazo? Jeez.
Very strong. So like, I think I think I explained it here before, but I read this thing on Reddit about there's a big like ask me anything or whatever like in the Star Wars like subreddit about like what is the purpose of the stormtrooper armor if they die easily, Ewoks can hurt it, like all this stuff can like really mess it up.
Okay.
And this guy who literally fought in Iraq, like he broke it down.
Oh.
He was like, armor is just there so you can live and survive the next day. It doesn't mean you're not gonna get knocked out. It doesn't mean you're not gonna break a rib if you get hit with a round, like in the chest, or like crack a sternum. You're still gonna get fucked up, but you'll live to fight another day. Like he said, like guys wearing helmets, they'll get hit in the head with a round. They'll survive. They'll have a concussion and be in the infirmary for 3 weeks, but they'll live. That's the whole point. You'll live. So his whole thing was the stormtrooper armor it does protect against blaster fire really well. Doesn't mean the guy who gets hit isn't fucked up with broken ribs or like messed up entirely. Like he's gonna survive for the next day. It's like, okay, fair. That makes sense. But he did say though, like if you get hit like with an impact, like a baseball bat, you feel it. Like it does mess you up a little. So just something to think about, that stupid thing. But yeah, he headbutt a stormtrooper. Like yeah. So, and here's the thing that does bother me a little about this whole scene, and it's the Deirdre and Cyril almost kissing.
I did not think they were gonna kiss. No.
Neither did I. But okay, so obviously,
I do think their relationship will change from this point forward, though.
It will.
Sure.
It will. Cyril's massively obsessive, obviously.
100%. I mean, as soon as he saw her like on Ferrix, his attention immediately went from trying to capture or trying to kill Cassian to trying to get to Deidre.
Yes.
Stuff.
Yes, and it was kind of annoying a little bit. So okay, not annoying. It's part of his character.
I mean, it's part of his character, yeah.
Yeah.
Part of his obsession.
But yeah, she gets overwhelmed. She got overwhelmed. All right, cool. Got hit in the face with a rock. That sucks. And she's about to like really, like, die, for lack of a better word.
And she was getting hit by people at Ferrix. I mean, you saw her being dragged by them, right? And then Cyril like saves her from that stampede. I would say. Like,
I thought she was going to die. Because it looked like it was about to like get really rough for her, like really, really bad.
Same. I thought, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Cyril was going to sacrifice himself for her. That's what I thought also.
Fair. I thought the same thing, more or less.
But they both lived, and yeah, that's it. That's the last time we saw them, I think.
Yep. They're either going to be a thing next season, or...
I don't think they will be a thing. Then again, there is going to be a confirmed time jump next season, so we might.
Or
I don't know.
What if, just for story wise, I really hope, because I hate when they do certain relationship things in shows and whatnot. But what if she brings him into the ISB as either A, one of her assistants, or B, just like or B, just as a Imperial spy, because we know they have Imperial spies all over the place, the ISB.
Yes. That's true.
So
Could be both.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see him being promoted or being offered the job,
Mm-hmm.
and him being closer.
So
I feel like his obsession with her will still be there, even though, he's offered. So that's the problem there. I don't think he'll do his job properly if he gets the if he's too focused on Deidre not doing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Cyril, you have to go to this side of the galaxy, but Deirdre's in danger. I have to go save her. It's my destiny. Ugh. I have to be a
gets
white knight and help
no, no, no.
her.
He gets assigned a job. Nah, Deidre's in trouble. I'm on my way.
Yep.
That's the whole. That's literally how I see like season 2 play out. Like that thing.
I totally agree. I see that also. Oh my god. One of the last few scenes we have is like Luthen looking at the chaos of like
Oh god.
everything going
God,
on.
yeah.
Now
Also,
come on.
can we talk about how like Luthen's like point of view on Cassian changes when he sees his mother's speech? The
Yes.
distance.
Yes.
In his face too.
Like I wish I got an image of his face because he did look kind of like
Oh yeah.
teary-eyed a little bit during the whole thing. Hang on a second.
And he also realized, oh shoot, maybe Cassian would be a great asset to the rebellion.
Right, right.
No.
Because like later on, like when Cassian goes to find him on his ship, Cassian gives him the choice to like die, which is interesting.
Mm.
Like I don't know, that's a very weird thing for Cassian to do. You know, like hey, I want you to kill me, or blah blah blah, and it's obviously he doesn't. Like kill me or bring me in, but you're right. Like I think it's because like his perception of Cassian changed because of Marva's speech, and it could be because he was moved and inspired by Marva's speech, which could be a possibility, or B, he's like maybe part of Marva's and Cassian, and he would be a good asset to what we need, and if he heard this speech, then maybe he's like in for it, into it. Because I also got thinking about like how much Cassian got polarized in this from the episode 1, where he cared about nothing, absolutely nothing. He's just, I need to get paid, I'm gonna get mines, I gotta take care of Marva. That's where Cassian started. To now, like Brasso says something. He goes, "Hey, take care of yourself," and Cassian's like, "It's too late for that." Like it's like now he doesn't care like if he lives or dies. Now for him, it's for the rebellion. It's like to take down the Empire, because now he's seen the worst of what the Empire does. And I guess Luthen saw that as well. Like I don't think Luthen knows exactly where he's been, obviously, or else he would have sent someone to the prison to take him out. But yeah, so it's an interesting scene, and you can't tell me that this scene here, where he's looking at the town, he does not resemble a Jedi.
Nope. I mean, former Jedi don't resemble Jedis as we've seen with Kanan and / Caleb.
Fair.
And so I don't wanna. I mean, it's still possible he could have a past from the Jedi and whatnot. I mean, that's not out of the table of possibility. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever get an answer to his background.
Right.
We'll see. I don't know.
I am totally holding on that he was a former Jedi, or Temple Guard. I am
Yeah.
until I am proven wrong or right, I will hold on to that statement.
We did correctly predict that Reva was a former Padawan, so
we did.
Former youngling, I should say. I don't think Padawan would be the correct term.
So it could be the same with this. But also, the last scene, because now we know Cassian's going to join the fight, things are going to happen, is...
Yeah, the last scene between him and Luthen.
Well, no, we know they're going to be a thing now, because like he's like, hey, bring me in, and now we know Cassian's going to join the fight fully, but we have the final post-credit scene.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, that final.
Like this beautiful.
I called it.
Yeah, you did.
Well, we all called it, but I called it specifically. So I think I called it definitely.
It is such a cool scene too. Like I'm like watching it now. It's so dope.
So I pointed out, like, personally, I did not come up with this. I did not like find it on Twitter. I just thought of it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
That Death Star is 99.9% complete.
Right. Yep.
It's like in Rogue One. What the heck? When does this take place? Is this a time jump? Is this a tease to the time jump stuff we'll get in season 2? Maybe.
Huh.
Like, I posted in a Discord, like, if you simply Google Death Star Rogue One, like, you'll see that it's 90% that it's complete.
Yeah.
Here it's like, literally about to be complete. So, like, what? They cannot wait 5 years to, like, let the Death Star still complete like that and then test it 5 years later. There's no way. You know what I mean?
Well, like in Rogue One, like the first thing
we're testing it out.
Yeah, and the first thing that we see in the Death Star is them putting in that dish.
Into
the Death Star.
Sorry, I just remembered something. We do get flashbacks in Rogue One to when they're like developing this, right?
Yes.
It's like Jin's dad and Krennic. So will we get that next season?
No, because Jyn Erso's like a little kid in that flashback, and right now she'd be a teenager.
I mean, we can't just see. No, I mean flashback.
In Rogue One.
Yeah, like flashback to like the Rogue One flashback, like that we saw.
So in
maybe we'll get more context.
Maybe
we'll get additional scenes. Like, I mean. Possibility that Galen and Krennic might show up, maybe, because he's directly involved with Death Star.
I can see Krennic showing up more than I could see Galen showing up, honestly. Because Krennic's running around doing stuff.
But, like, how, like, the prisoners are building the Death Star press, that's confirmed.
Right,
so, like,
right.
Galen directly involved with Narcana 5? Like, that's the thing, like...
I don't want to say he's involved with Arcana 5. I want to say...
Overseeing it, at least?
Maybe more that this is the method he wrote to get this built. And the Empire's like, cool, we'll just use prisoners to do this. And we'll make them compete with each other.
Yeah.
Because, like, Galen hates the Empire as much as anybody. You know?
Yeah.
And he's only doing this because he knows they'll figure out a way to do it without him. And he says in Rogue One, he made himself indispensable, so there's no way they can build this without him, because he doesn't want anyone else taking over this project. So he can build in that weakness into the Death Star. And... so you can build that weakness in a Death Star. So... I believe that...
I also wonder what they're that's teasing us for season 2. Like, will... Death Star, like, what related to the Death Star will we get in season 2? I don't know, maybe Deidre will get promoted on the Death Star or something.
Ooh,
I don't know.
That would be cool.
And I don't know, maybe Thrawn and Krennic will be involved. That would be pretty cool. See, I'm trying to connect Thrawn into all this because, you know...
You really are.
Because Rebels, you know, like... Just...
I mean, I can definitely see the ISB doing something on the Death Star, that's for sure. Like, I can definitely see that. And being part of something on a Death Star.
When does like, the Rebellion find out about, like, the Death Star plans? Do they find out in Rogue One, or do they already know about it in Rogue One?
They find out about it in Rogue One when Jeddah gets destroyed.
Okay. Mind, because I was going to maybe say, oh, maybe the rebels will find out, or I don't know, maybe some people will find out early, but then that information won't get passed toward that until maybe season finale before Rogue One happens.
Actually, no, I think in Rogue One, they have an idea that the Empire is building a super weapon. They just don't know what.
Yeah, oh yeah, because Mon Mothma says that in like the command room, right?
Yeah, and then they don't. It's not confirmed what it is until Jeddah, the city of Jeddah, is completely wiped off the map.
Right,
the
right.
That's when they're confirmed.
So they'll have their like suspicions.
Yeah, yeah. So that's when they find out something is really, really going on. So maybe we'll see in season 2, like the plans of the Death Star.
Tarkin?
Maybe we might see a Tarkin.
Oh. I just want to see Tarkin again in live action.
Same. I just really want them to be careful.
We did get Yularen in that. Oh.
We did.
He does show up in A New Hope / Rebels.
I just worry when they start introducing legacy characters for the sake of introducing legacy characters.
Yeah, I know.
Like Book of Boba Fett, kind of.
But would it make sense story-wise? Probably.
For Tarkin, so story-wise, Tarkin would make sense. Krennic would make sense. I'm not sure about Thrawn yet.
Thrawn's too early to tell, honestly, because I don't think he gets introduced till later on. Rebels, and like we don't know what he's up to. Like, I mean, like I said, I'm not familiar with the Thrawn books and all that in the canon version, and also like the audio, like all the like Thrawn comics, like the canon Thrawn comics, I don't follow. So
I don't see Thrawn is iffy. And I'm just saying, like from the Imperial side, like Thrawn is kind of iffy.
People get like Bail and Leia next season, or at least Brea.
Yes, absolutely. I can see like
100%.
Bail. Yeah, 100% Bail.
Hera maybe.
Say again.
Hera. And Chopper.
Maybe Hera. Maybe Hera, because like they're allegedly like,
Hera and Chopper, like Hera already had Chopper as like a child, so her and Chopper are like pretty much owner.
Yeah.
They're pretty much owner and pet.
Right.
Like you said, you know.
Like well, season 1 of Andor takes place around the first season of Rebels.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
exactly.
I could see Hera and Chopper because they're already
And like the whole time jump, like because it's confirmed that Hera is at that point a general. One, because we hear Hera's name being called out, and we do see Chopper in the background.
Yeah, that's true.
In Yavin 4, so
General Syndulla.
Yes.
Hera
is indeed a general, and in Squadron she's a general. We do see her on screen. It's also canon, so.
So I can see Hera. I don't think we'll see Ahsoka, really.
No, definitely not. Ahsoka's doing her own thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd even want to see Ahsoka, to be honest.
No, I think they're saving Ahsoka for the live action show.
Yeah. Probably not Sabine.
No.
Maybe only Hera and Chopper from the Ghost Crew. Then like that. Them I would probably see the most. Possibly Jyn Erso, maybe. Oh wait, no, I almost forgot.
No, because Jyn is like, what?
Possibly K2, definitely a K2SO.
I think that's confirmed. He'll show up in season 2.
Yeah, I just want to see like.
I want to see that like comic adaptation of him meeting K2SO.
Same.
I think we'll get that in live action. Hope.
Because a lot of things.
I hope we don't start off season 2 like, hey, I know I have a K2SO now.
I know.
Go on adventures. No, I want to see their meeting.
Because the thing that a lot of Star Wars live media has done, and even back from when Lucas did this, the prequel trilogy, is moments that should be monumental weren't really that monumental. Like, for instance, Anakin meeting Obi-Wan for the first time in The Phantom Menace. It was just like Anakin Skywalker that meets Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it was like, pleased to meet you. That's all. That's all it was. That's all it was. God damn it! And it should have been way more, and it wasn't. So
No.
So like Star Wars has always had a really bad way of having like these monumental things happen. So I really hope that him stealing a K2SO unit is. It doesn't need to be epic. I just hope it's something really dope. Yeah. You know. Like they capture it somehow in a big battle, or it's whatever, or he puts like B2 EMO's processing unit into K2SO, possibly. But yeah. Any closing thoughts to the final season, or the final episode of the season for Andor?
Honestly, like, surprised how fast this show went, even though it was like 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Looking forward to season 2. Probably won't be until 2024, 2025, considering how much content we're getting next year alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, including video games, like we've mentioned before, the actual discussion of this episode. Yeah, we'll definitely be covering that when that comes out, for sure.
The thing I loved about Andor the most, and then we'll like cut to the next little news thing we have, is I loved how these planets actually had a culture that we got to see.
Oh yeah.
Ferrix has its own cultures and traditions. The planet they were on with the garrison.
Bonnie.
What was it?
Bonnie?
Yes. Again, own culture and tradition. Like the whole like eye and like the pilgrimage. Its own cultures. Every planet we went to basically had its own.
Cassian's birth home planet.
Yep.
I forget that.
But and that's what I like. It's not just like some backwater planet or another like backdrop. No, it has its own people, its own traditions, its own thing. So I really love that.
You can even say Coruscant has their own like tradition.
Yeah, we got to see like
not Coruscant, Chandrila.
Chandrila. We got to see like that, because Mon Mothma's been like Mon Mothma forever. Like she never really had her own thing until recently.
Yeah. No character development other than the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
No. Right. Yeah. But last but not least for tonight, before we call this episode quits, my friends, this will be the last episode of the year.
Taking a hiatus.
Yep.
So.
Millie and I are gonna take
mini
a
hiatus.
Off. Like mini hiatus. We're gonna take the rest of the year off. So this will be the last episode for December. But we will be back for Bad Batch Season 2, which premieres January 3rd.
I think. I have to check now because I think it's the 4th.
January 4th, a Wednesday.
Oh.
So you will see us when Bad Batch comes back, and we'll talk about that episode, obviously.
Even though we won't be active weekly on YouTube, we will still be active on our social medias. So please follow us on social media to be kept updated with, everything podcast related and other Star Wars related content. So
yep, you can find us on Twitter at Ilum Radio. You can find us on you'll find us reacting to stuff on Twitter on Ilum Radio because it's pretty cool, the Star Wars community. You can also find us on Instagram at Ilum Radio. You can find us on TikTok at Ilum Radio. And if you want to email us directly about possibly streaming Jedi Survivor day of on our channel, send us an email to ilumradiopodcast@gmail.com, or leave comments below and interact. If you want to see us stream it, it's going to happen. I just need 4 people to say do it. Maybe less. Just,
probably be one of those people.
Yeah, probably. Just needs to be, just that's all we need. That's all I need. And I'll definitely take that day off and stream it on our Ilum Radio channel like all day.
Or we can make a Twitch and just
or do it there.
Or you can host it on your Twitch. I don't know. I know you already have a Twitch, so.
True. Fair.
But we'll figure it out if we end up doing it.
Yep.
So.
If people want to find you, Millie, where can they find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter below at me_Halprin. So that's my little username for Twitter. For Instagram, it's different. It's Millie_Halprin. Basically my name. Same thing for TikTok. Even though I'm not active on TikTok, I'm still scrolling through TikTok and seeing you guys' videos, and whenever I can, have time to, go through TikTok. But yeah, I'm mostly active on Twitter and Instagram, so I highly recommend you following me on those platforms. So
yeah, she is. If you guys want to find me, you can find me on Twitter at the Bearded Menace down below. You can also find me on Instagram at Dave the Bearded Menace, TikTok at Dave the Bearded Menace. I'm finally posting things on there. It may not be fully Star Wars related, but you might find some other hobbies I'm into. And if you want to hang out with me between now and then on live stream, you can find me on twitch.tv/DaveTheBeardedMenace every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes you might find Millie hanging out there as well.
Dave, can I interrupt? The Game Awards is on Thursday night. That's when they're gonna drop Star Wars gameplay footage.
That's true. Ooh.
You gonna react to that on Thursday night?
Ooh, we might do a live show that night, possibly. We'll see. Ooh, we'll see.
I mean, I'm working that night, so I can't join you, unfortunately. But I can try to be in your chat or something.
Yeah. All right. I'll definitely do that then. Anywho, friends, that is it for us tonight. As always, and until next year, well, January 4th, be easy.
Next year.
Be easy. Stay frosty, and may the Force be with you. Peace, friends.